Hi, everybody! This is Critic Creature and Trex the Crazy Carnival! Here back with another review, and today we are doing the review for Jurassic World Dominion. I know we're a little late for this one, but we had to take some time in order to do it right. So, without further ado, let's get on it. So, it takes place exactly 4 years after the whole events with Fallen Kingdom. And now everybody on Earth is... Now dinosaurs are around the world now. Not just in one place in America. Now they're all over. The Mosasaurus is still causing trouble in the oceans. Like, if you know that old show Deadliest Catch, they're gonna have to cancel it because Mosey, she is sinking all those fishing ships. And this one, it was the best movie. And this was the best way to end this long and epic movie saga. Just like how they ended it with Star Wars. That was one of my favorites as well. And the main other reason why this was the greatest one ever, it was the old and new cast together. Owen, Claire, and Maisie are working with Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm. The first three from Jurassic Park. Yeah. And we also have a few new dinos if you guys don't know what they were. There was the Atrociraptor, the Pyroraptor, the Quetzalcoatlus, the Dimetrodon, the Therizanosaurus, and the Gigantosaurus. The biggest dino, well, the biggest carnivore to have ever walked the earth. Even bigger than the T-Rex. Of course, there is the Spinosaurus, too. Oh, and we also see that Blue has a baby. How is that possible without a mate? Simple. Dr. Henry Wu tells us later in the movie that Blue has monitor lizard DNA to fill in her gene gap. And monitor lizards are able to, give birth without a mate. And the name of Blue's baby is Beta, which Maisie named. And Maisie has to be in hiding because if someone were to find her, they would experiment on her. And there's another problem. This new company, Biosyn, it's not as nice and, it's supposed to be a nice environmental company, with the dinosaurs and everything. But it seems like they're recreating locusts. Ugh, I hate those bugs. Me too. Give me dinos any day. The locusts are eating the world's lots of farms, grain and other stuff, but not crops that are made with biosyn soil. Makes it all suspicious, right? And that's not the only bad thing happening in the world now. There's also a black market for dinosaurs. Ugh. Sickening. I mean, illegal breeding things, just them making babies and just selling them like people used to do for cows and turkeys and chickens. Now they're doing it with dinosaurs. Is it possible to live and coexist with the dinosaurs after 4 years? I mean, if they were just on an island, it would have been possible, but now they're just all over the world. Maybe it could be possible. Oh, and another good thing about this, there are no more hybrids. Thankfully. Yeah. And who else do we find out about in this new movie? We find Dachshund, the one who hired Dennis Nedry to get the canister from the lab with all the embryos. Yeah, well, I say he's about 29 years too late for that. They're kind of expired and molten. Yeah, since Jurassic, well, Isla Nublar was destroyed. And we also meet a couple of new friends who help our friends. Biosyn has a valley full of dinosaurs, which we meet the Pyroraptor, the Quetzalcoatlus, the Dimetrodon, the Therizinosaurus, and the Gigantosaurus. And in Malta, they went to Malta after Maisie was kidnapped. Owen and Claire went to go get Maisie after she was kidnapped. And not only her, Beta was dino-napped for another reason too. We find out Maisie was not a clone. Well, somehow, she's not birthed from a machine. She was naturally birthed from Lockwood's own daughter, Charlotte Lockwood. Without a father, but Maisie actually had a mother. And we also find out that Dr. Henry Wu wants to atone for what he's done creating the locusts. He knows how to kill every single one. And it's in the DNA in Maisie. If he can find out how Charlotte cured Maisie of a disease, well, Maisie doesn't have that disease anymore because Charlotte was able to do something with that. I'm glad Henry wants to atone after all this time creating the Indominus Rex, the Indoraptor, and the Scorpius Rex. I'm so glad Claire didn't know about that one. And then we see an epic fight between Rexy and the Therizinosaurus versus the Gigantosaurus. Yeah. And now, after all, and Dachshund, he's not going to be living. If you read the second book of Jurassic Park, The Lost World, but it was a little bit different because Dachshund died in that book after being eaten by 3 T-Rex babies. But in this one, he actually got his comeuppance by getting eaten by 3 Dilophosauruses. Very fitting since he was the one who hired Nedry to, get the canister. And speaking of the canister, he actually had it! Say what? Stop roaring in my ear! Sorry. It's incredible how he had the... How did he find it even? I thought it was destroyed. I don't know. But now, after that whole thing, well, Henry finally found a way to kill all the locusts. So now the locust problem is destroyed. The whole swarm will be gone. And we also see that animals are coexisting with the dinosaurs. Like the horses and the Parasaurolophus are all running together. We see the birds and the flying dinosaurs flying together. The Mosasaurus is coexisting with humpback whales. not eating them. And the whole Biosyn Valley, well, Alan, Ellie, and Ian were able to testify to go up, got evidence to get Biosyn off the map. And we don't know, are maybe humans and dinosaurs can coexist someday? The entire Biosyn Valley is now a dino sanctuary. And we also see that Rexy has T-Rex friends there now. And when Beta was dino-napped or kidnapped, I don't know. Owen promised Blue that he would get her back and bring her back to Blue. And that was a promise he meant to keep. And he did. Beta was so happy to see Blue, her mom again, and they ran off back into the forest, but we see Blue came back at a distance, but you could tell that Blue was saying thank you to Owen. You could just tell from that bond they have. Maybe it is possible that dinosaurs and humans can coexist. But how about that whole thing with Camp Cretaceous Season 5? Alright. How will this all connect to Season 5 of Camp Cretaceous? I don't know. Well, once we get back from California for the week after on the 12th, we'll be able to watch it with my sister because my mom, my dad, and my sister all watch it together. We'll be able to do it soon after that. So, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends because Critic Creature and Trex the Crazy Carnivore are gonna keep on giving awesome reviews. So, see ya, and that's not exactly Rexy's roar, but okay, you guys get the point. See ya! Bye!